going on, boys and girls? We're gonna do a little video here, and we're gonna talk about this is more internet toxicity, or in some ways you could talk about Linux community toxicity as well. Dust Geek and I recently did a video entitled "The Top Linux App Alternatives for Leaving macOS and Windows Behind." This was directed at new users or switchers, people who are looking to switch from over to Linux from those platforms. So that is the mentality we took. So there are different ways to do that. Well, somebody didn't like the applications that I specifically chose when it came to video editors. Okay, that's 100% fine. What is your constructive comment that makes it so we can have a conversation about what's better and what's not? I'm always down for a good debate, or pros and cons of certain software. And nothing wrong with that. So I'm not even gonna say who this person is. You can find it if you want. What is the first thing they say? Because in the video I comment that I've been using Linux since '99, which FYI I have. But let's get into their comment. Been using Linux since '99? ? Prove it. I am tired of these people who claim they've been using it that long, and really it's been about 5 years. The two video editors you offered up. ... I'm sorry, but Shotcut is far superior to KDN Live. You can even overlay HTML5 in your videos. If you are a seasoned Linux user, you would know that, but no. Instead, you offer up the novice options. Let's get into the actual context, and I will get to that first part in a minute. The two video hours you offer up. You think a Shotcut is superior because you can use HTML5 video in your video. Okay, whatever. If that works for you, that's awesome. That is a valid reason for you to use it if that feature is what you need and for you. Not everybody's gonna fucking need it. So there's that. Now let's get into the sidebars of this conversation here. If you were a seasoned Linux user, you would know that. But no. Instead, you offered up the novice options. No, apparently you missed the whole context of the fucking video, which was talking about switchers and new users switching from those platforms. So, yeah, we're going to look at more of the quote-unquote consumer, prosumer level of stuff. Dumbass. And what you don't say is that I also gave the suggestion of Lightworks, which, while proprietary, is also meant for pro level stuff. So again, you're coming across as a dick, but that's okay. I can deal with little snipey comments like that. That's fine. What bothers me is that I am so tired of people always second guessing what people say on the internet just simply because it's the internet, and you think you are so right that it doesn't even matter, that you are 100%, your opinion is that you know the person's story, you know how they came up in computing, yada yada. Homeboy, you don't know a goddamn motherfucking thing about my Linux journey. So I will drop some knowledge on you. You want me to prove it? I can try to prove it. I've been using Linux since '99. I remember a time when you had to compile your own drivers or write them for your Wintel modem. And I remember doing this on a 233 megahertz Pentium processor with 32 megs of RAM and 1 gig of storage on your hard drive. So try compiling that motherfucker now. I remember a time where you could walk into a Best Buy or a Walmart and you could literally pick up a Red Hat or Mandrake right next to Windows. At that time would have been 98 SE or ME in that time frame. So you want to say I'm full of shit? Go ahead. I got another one. You want to talk? We'll do a little gaming example. I remember Loki software. I remember Linux gaming. Linux game. I will probably butcher the name. Linux gaming game publishing, or LBG or LBP, that ported over certain games like X2 The Threat. But the Loki example, Quake 3, Metal 10, you still needed the Windows disk on a Linux game. So you know what? I'm saying all this, and I am 100% making this up, according to you. But that is my story, and that is my parts of my journey through Linux and computing. So don't ever tell me what my story is, because motherfucker, you don't know what my story is. You only know it if you're willing to listen to know it. Till then, I don't give a shit about your opinion. People like you are what make the internet shitty. Have a constructive conversation. Throw your recommendation out there. I could have dealt with that. I could have dealt with the not agreeing with, calling Katie and Live and Lightworks a newbie. I could have dealt with that. The personal snipe, I can almost deal with, but it's a consistent thing, and after a while, it just gets tired. Because motherfucker, you don't know me, and at the end of the day, I don't really want to know you and people like you because you make the internet shitty. Because at the end of the day, to me, you are just shitty people on the internet, and you're probably shitty people in real life. So where do shitty people go, or where should shitty people go? Down, you can take your opinion, which is, so if you're shitty on the internet and you're shitty in person, that means you're shit. So shit gets flushed down the toilet. So I'll let you determine where I view you. To me, people like you are the skid mark on the underwear fucking life. But hey, is the Linux community toxic? It's got its pros and it's got its cons, just like everything else. I would hope, and my experience has been, there's a lot more pros and cons. So, to this jackass though, go clean up your skid marks.